What's up, guys? Yes, I need to shave. I apologize. Today's question is, what are some good tank mates for Jaguar Cichlids? And like I said, I'm touching base, adding some more videos to the Jaguar Cichlid playlist because I get a lot of questions and I think these fish are becoming more and more popular. It's Jaguar Cichlids are just super crazy cool. I mean, I have one tattooed on my arm. I was heavily obsessed with them for probably like a decade, and I still like them, but as you know with fish keeping, you go in and out. So, tank mates for Jaguar Cichlids. Sorry, I have a water change going, literally, right here, and that's how full it is. So, I'm gonna flip the camera. We'll look at my Jaguar Cichlid tank, and I'll shut off that water while I flip the cam. So let's talk about Jag Cichlid tank mates, and I want to show you what tank mates I have successfully kept. Successfully. That's a weird word. Alright, so here's the 6-foot tank, and if you are a subscriber, I know you guys see this tank all the time, and I apologize, but it gets a lot of action, and people ask tons of questions about it. So, I apologize about the haze. I need to clean that. I think that's in the inside of the tank. When I use a brighter light like this, it kind of gets a weirdness on the glass and it grows algae, but you guys already know that. So, as you can see here, I have tank mates in here. I have 2 Jags, Midas female, a red devil back there that is a beast of a nasty fish, a Texas cichlid, 2 Texas cichlid males, those are green Texas males, and a Jack Dempsey, and a bunch of convicts, and etc. How do I keep tank mates with Jaguar Cichlids? Well, the key here is, like I said in my other video, when you keep predators together, you need to keep fish that have somewhat close aggression levels. And by that I mean, like for instance, all these fish are pretty aggressive and nasty. It's a lot like putting a bunch of bullies in the same room, and instead of bullying each other, they literally just sit there and look at each other, you know, and they're somewhat afraid. I know it's a weird analogy to use, but it's completely true. So, this is a big, beautiful Jag. He's about 12 inches. He doesn't look it because, oh, there's another one. He's getting bigger too. I think he's probably 10 inches. So as you can see, these fish do get beat up and they harass each other. And Jaguar Cichlids will commonly dig non-stop. I think it's kind of a breeding tendency. That red devil is pretty much just about as long as that big Jag though. I actually got that other Jaguar Cichlid here and thought this was a female for the longest time. And I was trying to breed them, but it just wasn't working because they were crazy aggressive. And when they're younger, you can't tell their coloration very well. So it wasn't until he got a little older where he started to get that male coloration. But back on topic, keeping tank mates with your Jaguar Cichlids. I'm showing you right now all my tank mates I keep with them. And there's a couple keys to success here. Number 1, you need to keep a close eye on all your fish, do a head count every single day, have a tank ready that you can put fish into and medicate, because sometimes fish will nearly kill each other and they will have wounds that you need to medicate. So maybe have that ready, number 1. Number 2, move around the decorations pretty frequently, because if these heavy predators, like when they choose, how can I phrase this, when they have a specific area that they claim as their own, and maybe even bring breeding tendencies into action, they get twice as aggressive. So when you move around all the decor, you're not, you're kind of freaking them out like it's a new environment. So that helps displace a lot of the aggression. So we talked about moving around decorations, doing a head count, having multiple fish with the similar aggressive levels, and keeping an eye on the fish. The last part of this, keep your fish heavily fed. A fish that's well fed isn't going to be fending for food and get crazy aggressive. Let's do some close-ups of these fish. God, the Jags are just so beautiful, you know that? it just reminds me how much I love these fish. That red devil's pretty cool too. I wish the tank wasn't dirty. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. But when you have tons of tanks, you just don't take care of them like you should. I make sure to clean the sponges and do water changes and do head count. And after that, it's you know, cleaning glass like that sometimes gets neglected because there's just so much to do. And the board gets updated. As you can see, it's so many tanks I take care of. It gets pretty nasty sometimes. A lot of work involved, a lot of water changes, a lot of time. Okay, I'm babbling. Alright guys, Jaguar Cichlid tank mates. If you have any questions, make sure to hit them up. I'll do videos. Alright, cool, I'm out.